Hey, we're on. How about that? Welcome to the Sam Cam. Back on this is Tuesday, by the way. Tuesday, not Monday. Tuesday. So, yeah, getting the day straight. And I'm still suffering from road, I start to say road rage. There was a little of that too. Um, what do you call it? Road lag. Instead of jet lag, road lag. Anyway, it was a good trip to Mississippi. Hadn't been in a few years, but good to be back and raring to go with our positive people segment, which is coming up here in about 30 seconds. Um, I'll tell you all about it here. Some to tell you after I do the actual report. So hang on. Here we go.
And now for some sunshine in your day. It's the Positive People Minute, sponsored by Flora Templeton Stuart, attorney at law.
Yes. And here we are back after the Memorial holiday weekend. Hope yours was a good one. This is the Positive People segment, sponsored by Flora Templeton Stuart, attorney at law. Did you realize that you have the capability of giving the gift of life? Therefore, you're also able to give the gift of time, especially for cancer patients. The American Red Cross, through the month of June, is urging everyone that makes a blood donation or is considering blood donation to do it in honor of cancer patients. And here's why. Because there could be platelets in your blood that could help the clotting effort. And if a person's going through cancer treatment, that clotting is very important. It sounds, we've heard about clotting being a bad thing. In this case, it's a good thing to help cancer treatment. And so it doesn't really matter what type of blood you have. If you're considering donating blood at all, this is the month to do it. Now, for cancer patients in some of the larger cities like Louisville and Evansville, there is for blood donations with cancer patients. So here's what you do. You sign up for a blood donation site, and you do that by going to redcrossblood.org. redcrossblood.org. Before you go anywhere, do anything. You need to go there, pick a date and time, and get signed up. Then you can go from there to the designated site and donate blood. And the next one we've got coming up is Thursday, June the 3rd, Thursday, from 11:30 to 5:30 in Greensburg at the Greensburg Community Center. And again, before you go to redcrossblood.org and pick a time that you want to go on Thursday in Greensburg and donate blood. And remember, I said all blood types are critically needed right now, and especially true for cancer patients that are receiving chemotherapy or other treatment for cancer. There could be antibodies, there could be antigens, there could be platelets that is critical to their treatment in your blood. Wouldn't that be something if you knew that, well, maybe you would never know, but I mean, if you were able to donate blood and just knowing that somehow, some way you helped save a life or at least extend life. That's great. So again, Greensburg on Thursday. All right. Also starting Thursday is Warren County's Waste Tire event. So if you're tired of all the tires that are sitting around either your place or you drive along a back road and you see them just dumped, it's just like nobody cared. They just dump these tires on the side of the road. Well, this is a really good idea to bring Okay, I'll stop. The tires to a real dump site, 999 Lauren Avery Drive off Louisville Road, up in the Bristow area, just past Corvette. And like before, when we had our waste days where you could bring electronics and TVs and paint, and this is just for tires. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday for those 3 days from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, if you want to learn more about information like, should I leave the rims on or rims off? I mean, if you've got a new set of 22s, you might want to take the tires off and keep the rims. I'm just saying. But anyway, they have all those rules right there, what you can bring and not bring. And again, it's on the website, warrencountyky.gov. warrencountyky.gov. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the Waste Tire event going on just off Louisville Road. And that will do it for this edition of Positive People, sponsored by Flora Templeton Stuart, attorney at law. All right. One other thing I wanted to tell you that while I was in, some of you may have seen it in the on my social media pages. We went. Some of my wife's family is from Laurel, Mississippi, and Laurel, Mississippi is home to Ben and Erin Napier, the couple that you see on HGTV with their series Hometown. Um, well, on let's see, what day was it? The Saturday, Friday, or Saturday? Let me look just to be sure. Friday. So while we were traveling down to Mississippi, Erin had her second baby, May. Her name is May. She's named after Erin's Aunt May. And so we did not get to see them. Otherwise, they had a big event around their Laurel Mercantile store and around the Scotsman Company, which is the big building where Ben has his workshop, and they have a store there where you can buy T-shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff that if you're a fan of the show like I am, it was pretty cool. I'd been there once before and they weren't there then. And I thought, well, maybe this time I'll get to see them because they had a big hometown event planned on Saturday. Well, she had just had the baby. So, of course, I didn't get to see them. I thought about that, but I didn't. But it was cool. You can see the pictures on my Facebook page and Instagram that I took of the workshop. And I just think they're an exceptional couple. They are. Ben wanted to be a pastor at one time before he got into all the woodworking, but excuse me, they met in college and college sweethearts, and now they've got their own TV show. And we went by in Laurel and drove by some of the houses that I had known that they fixed up, not knowing the location, but I just remembered them from watching the show and reruns. I go, oh, look, I remember that house, and so it was kind of neat to see all that. And now here's the thing you got to understand. Sheila and I have been going back and forth to Mississippi ever since we've been married, ever since we've known each other, which is almost 40 years. And so Mississippi, that part of Mississippi, Southern Miss, is second home to us. Laurel, Hattiesburg, Columbia, that whole area is where Sheila has a ton of relatives. And so way before the TV show and Hometown, Laurel to me was like, I don't even want to go there because it's just kind of dead. And it was. I mean, her grandparents had a house there, and that was about the only attraction. I mean, there wasn't much else, and the city was just dying. But I got to tell you, since Ben and Aaron have taken, you know, some pride in that city, it is just wow. They've got a lot of the old streets torn up. They're redoing utilities. They're redoing the streets. They're redoing buildings downtown. That downtown in Laura is so unique. I've always loved it, but now it's just coming back to life, and it's just really incredible. And you would think there might be a few people that are kind of like, yeah, they think they're a big deal and all. But most of the people we talked to were like, wow, this is what they've done is incredible. We love it. We're behind them. The mayor's behind them, city council, neighbors, business owners are behind them. And it's just, you see empty stores being, coming soon, and it's being redone. The facade and the inside and the sidewalks are being redone. I mean, it's just a revitalization that's good to see in a city that I thought was just dead. You go to Hattiesburg and it's just like Bowling Green. I mean, it really is. It's a college town, southern Mississippi, is their Southern Miss, beautiful campus. I've always thought Hattiesburg is just like Bowling Green, pretty much layout, number of stores, restaurants, all of that pretty much the same. And that was where everything thrived. But now I'm starting to think Laurel is like, man. And everybody's got such a, I hate to use the term, but hometown attitude, thus the name of the show. So I wish them all the best, especially with the new baby. And that's okay that I didn't get to see him. I'm going to meet Ben one of these days. I've stalked him. I mean, I've tapped him enough on internet. Oh, and I bought some Ben's coffee, Big Man coffee, Big Ben's coffee. Yeah, that's what it's called. Oh, it's good. Yeah, he has his own coffee. So I think me and Ben Napier are gonna, Ben, if you're watching, you and me, we're copacetic, even though I didn't get to see you. I think we got some kind of kinship going on here. He's a man of God too. And Erin is a lady of the Lord, and she loves church, and they both do. They both are really doing a ministry, whether they realize it or not. I mean, when you start revitalizing houses and businesses, that's a ministry. And so it would thrill my Sheila and I if we could just ever get the chance to meet them, and we will, because we'll be back, since that's kind of like second home. All right, guys, I got to go. Been on here long enough. Here the rest of the week with some rain coming in today, scattered showers, upper 70s, some rain tomorrow too. But thank you. God bless you. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.